We have 800,111 animals to feed before it's time to go to work. Let's get started. Good morning, sweet Ella girl. Are you ready? Oh, she's really excited. Oh, good morning, you little tard. This is Fancy number 4, the future herd sire of all of our Jersey cows. Fancy number 4 is a 6th generation. Okay. You know what? He's not that smart. Wow, what a dream. I'm not quite sure where I left off there, but I'm gonna let Ella have her breakfast while that little dum-dum runs around like a banshee. And we're gonna check and see if we have a new baby calf, because maybe was in labor last night. Oh, okay, we have to be very, very quiet because Maybe's daughter, Maybelline, does not like people around her calf, but this little calf was just born and it's so cute. Maybe's calf still is not here yet, but that's okay. Don't trip. Oh my God. Well, they're running away. I told Farmer Adam to be sneaky and he like stomped over here and not surprisingly startled them. As it happens, Maybe has not yet had her calf, but Maybelline has, and it's very, very cute. Oh my gosh. Ah! Templeton and 40 of his friends have joined the party. Oh my gosh, there's like 14 of them all standing in a pile eating the grain out of the cow patties. Also, since our last morning chores video, Kevin Bacon and Kevin Bacon have gotten a lot bigger. In addition to their chaff hay morning mimosa, I went over to the dairy to grab some spoiled treats. For those of you who don't know, my friend Tyler and I run a raw dairy that also happens to piggyback off of her husband's CSA. When they're picking for the CSA, they often have lots of spoiled extras. I think not one at a time would be great. And as it happens, squashes and pumpkin seeds have a lot of anti-parasitic properties, so we try to keep a steady supply of both so that Kevin Bacon 1 and Kevin Bacon 2 can stay nice and healthy. I just recently made this new and improved pig feeder because this fatty was stealing all of Kevin Bacon 1's food. Jeez. Whew, that startled me. As you can see, Kevin Bacon 2 is very, very food aggressive. And because she was stealing all of Kevin Bacon 1's food while I was out of town this summer and someone who was caring for the farm did not notice, Kevin Bacon 2 got very, very large and Kevin Bacon 1 got a little skinny. Mercifully, this new feeder really seems to be doing the trick. So right now the pigs are clearing the underbrush from around all these trees because my wonderful neighbor Amy let us use this little paddock behind our property in hopes of getting some shade for the other animals. So if you come in here, all of this will soon be orchard grass and things for the animals that live in the barn. And if it wasn't the driest summer in Tennessee records, we would have orchard grass already growing in here, but instead it's a bit of a dust pit, and hopefully that will soon be solved. Oh, a freaking another rat. Oh, here's Lucy, who just wants everyone to remember not to forget about her. She's also a pig. She just gets a very different feed, ration, etc., etc. Lucy, I could give you a squashy if you want. You want a quick squashy while I get your food ready? Okay, come here. Come here, Lucy. Come on, Lucy, I'll get you a squashy. Come on. Here, Lucy, it's a little squashy for you. A vegetable? What is this? All right, fine. Lucy, how do you feel about that squash? Good tuck. Everybody ready for your milkies? Good girl. Who's the best girl? Ella's extra special because she's the daughter of my very first cow, Reba Milkentire. So Obviously, Ella Fitzgerald was the way we had to go with that. When you're dealing with milk, cleanliness is next to godliness. And since we're literally out here in the Alpaca Palace, we've got to get creative about how to keep things as clean as we possibly can. This isn't blood, it's iodine, don't worry. Everyone who knew me in the time BF, before farm, would have told me that I would be the worst cow owner ever because I had a really hard time getting up early. I was not very consistent. I'd started a whole lot of journals that said, "Dear Diary, sorry it's been 6 months." And that was all that ever got written in them. But getting a dairy animal has helped me in so many ways to become the kind of person that I really want to be. Consistent, bless you. Reliable. And I always have an excuse to go home early. The other thing that's really helped me to become the kind of person I really want to be is finding a good therapist. I have been in and out of a lot of different therapy offices in my life, but finding BetterHelp, the sponsor of today's video in 2020, helped solve a lot of the things that I've always struggled with when it comes to actually finding a therapist. All you have to do to get matched with a therapist is take an easy quiz online, and you'll quickly get matched with someone. If you and that person don't get along very well, like Kevin Bacon 1 and 2 over there, then you can very easily switch therapists within the app. You can schedule all of your appointments online. They offer group therapy sessions that you can join in on or just listen to like a podcast. Some people have a lot of things that they need to talk to someone else about, and some people only need to talk to someone for a little while. But I genuinely do believe that everyone could benefit from getting therapy at some point in their lives. So if you're struggling with something and you want to talk to somebody about it, check out BetterHelp. And if you use the code AnnofAllTrades when you're checking out BetterHelp, you'll get 10% off of your first month of therapy. All right, Ella, I think we're full. Mostly the bucket's full, so let's give your little Caffey a drink now, hey? Oh, that's getting old. Okay, little fancy number 4. Come on, little Mian. You wanna come get your milkies? That's a good little Mian. I used to be worried about, oh God! That too, I guess. I used to be worried about hurting the cows when I was milking them, and then I watched a calf nurse, and well, let's just say I've never felt bad again. Excuse me, mister. Look at that little cappuccino foam. Get it, young man. Be gentle with your mommy. She's a precious little muffin too. So, in the middle of chore time, as always happens, hay delivery starts. I come out to pay the man, and I look out in the field, and what do my eyes see but another calf? So let's go see it. I said today was gonna be the day. It's the day. Everyone say hello to Tyler and Ellie. Dairy business partner extraordinaire, cow mentor. Just so happened to be here for the hay delivery. Now gets to be there for the baby calf reveal. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, it's so fluffy. Oh my gosh, it's so fluffy. It looks like a heifer to me. Oh, she's like still delivering her placenta. It's okay, buddy, don't be scared. Don't be scared. I know, I'm a predator. Hi, buddy. That looks like a heifer bottom to me. Hi, sweet girl. Hi, sweet girl. Don't worry, I won't take you. Don't worry, I won't take you. Hi. 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 It's okay, buddy. I know. Another little girl. Yeah. Oh, buddy. Hi, maybe. You did so good, buddy. Oh. So fluffy. Oh, my Lanta. Look at that. Finally, a couple girls. Oh my goodness. Well, we broke our 10 bull calf in a row streak in style. 2 heifers, the cutest little calves I have ever seen in my entire life. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Woo! And I really was right. Actually, for once in my life, I was right. I said today's the day only one time, and I was correct. Oh my lands. Adam, you can ignore the fact that I texted you last night saying she was in labor. She was in pre-labor. It happened today. It's great. Oh my gosh, yeah! This is the cow that started it all. Reba Milkentire, love of my life. You're such a good girl. She is about to have a calf too. Maybe even twin heifers. This is the year of the heifer. And I was standing behind her the other day. Mama cows keep their babies on this side of their belly. And I was looking at it, and literally the whole head of the calf just suddenly appeared. I'll have Adam show you that video. It was so cool. I mean, right now you can kind of see like a little hoof or something moving. But what a world. Cows make everything better. Actually, missed opportunity for a pun. Cows make everything butter. All right, back to the chores. I actually hate the word chores. Makes it seem like it's something you don't want to do, when literally this is the stuff that makes it so that I get to have all these animals that make my life so much better. So it's not a chore, it's a privilege. Back to our privileges. Wait, that sounds weird. Do a little Step with me into my blacksmith shop / goat barn here. As we go in here, watch out for Jeffrey. I've both been peed on and rammed this week because of that little jerk. That's why I don't ever wear shorts. This is Aretha Franklin, the love of my life, the sweetest goat ever. This is Brenda Lee, mother of Milk Dud, the only goat that I know of with 20,000 of her own Reddit followers. This is Jolene. Her mom was the best genetics but worst personality goat I've ever had, possibly possessed by Satan herself. And so I swapped Jolene out with one of Aretha's babies, and Aretha raised Jolene, and now she's the sweetest in all the land, aren't you? Get off. And that is how we've arrived at the best herd with the best personalities and the best genetics that ever has lived. The one thing I haven't been able to train out of them, even when I have Aretha raise them, is their propensity for chewing on all of the little danglies and dinglies on my pockets. Also, they know how to untie shoes, so beware. Johnny, are you the most handsome boy? This is Johnny, the real MVP of the farm, and his co-conspirator June, who's also here. But Johnny, I imagine that his voice sounds like Shadow, and when Johnny talks to me, he always speaks with the wisdom and the patience of Shadow. And if we're gonna continue that analogy, June is Chance. Ah! Again, never a wasted trip. We'll give Lucy some fresh water. Lucifer, can her crankiness be trebled for a quick photo shoot, or do we need to get your food dish first? All right, I'll be right back. So cranky. Lucy, I have a very special treat for you. I went over to the dairy to get the leftovers from the farmer's market for the other piggies, and I brought you back some colostrum from Dolly Parton, who just had her babies. So suckle it up. Lucy is quite a character. She was a house pig who became not a house pig because she's had a really fun habit of rearranging their furniture and breaking their couches. You might notice she has really flaky skin, which is a persistent issue that actually, hopefully, the colostrum might help solve. Colostrum, the first milk that cows have for their babies, is a superfood and can heal a myriad of woes. Lucy, are you in any way appreciative of this colostrum or your breakfast? Good talk. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, from the mouth of Babe. For those concerned parties that are like, that's a lot of animals in a very small space, I will just say that this is our heavy use barn area, and this is not where they spend 100% of their time. Usually on days that it's not hotter than Satan's lair, we have them up on the hillside munching happily on brush, except right now it's way too hot for that and there's no shade, which is actually why we are oh, I thought that was Jeffrey. Ah, Jeffrey! Which is why we've got the pigs right here behind us, munching their way to a better pathway for the goats to greener pastures. And as you can see, they've already broken enough fence boards over there that we nearly have a new gate already started for us. You guys ready for your chaff hay? Anytime we do have the goats locked up in the barn, though, chaff hay is the best thing we could possibly feed them. It is a complete, every piece of what they need in their diet, and they waste none of it. I don't know if you've ever seen a goat try to eat hay out of a hay feeder, but it basically looks like the world's pickiest 2-year-old going through their spaghetti and deciding which noodles are the ones that are destined for the floor, which is all of them. Jeffrey, get out of here! Just in case you think I'm a real jerk about not loving one of my goats, I will tell you what the purpose of his little beard is right there. It's to collect his very own pee-pee, which then putrefies in the sun, which apparently is his own version of Axe body spray. And if he touches you, you never stop smelling like it, and I'm not into it. We had an insane hatching of flies just now. Combination of a tiny little rain and lots of hot weather, and the pond project not really working as well as it should have, but there's flies everywhere. One super cool secret weapon we have against the flies actually being on the animals is feeding them Redmond salt plus garlic, which in and of itself seemed a little scary to me, giving garlic to dairy animals, thinking about garlic flavored milk and how gross that might be. But for whatever reason, the garlic taste doesn't get into the milk, and as many flies as there are around here, there's not a single fly on any of the animals, and to me, that's a major win. Another really big thing, if you are gonna have goats who are very good at inventing new ways to die, is to make sure that they're getting all of the vitamins and nutrients and minerals that they need. I've been giving Redmond minerals for the last 10 years, and good news of great joy, they now sell these at Tractor Supply, which makes them so much easier to get. Jeffrey, don't lick the camera, for the love of God. Jeffrey, please. Okay, just come out here for a second. He's just really wound up. Okay, well, we'll take this moment, I guess, while I'm hiding from Jeffrey to tell you about fly predators, the other secret weapon against flies, something I've just discovered this year. Anyway, I got a fly predator subscription service that has me sprinkling these little eggs all over the farm, and hopefully that will help. Jeffrey, I've had enough of you for one day. Absolutely not, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, what is wrong with you? It's a good thing you make such cute babies, because you are the actual worst. Anyway, according to the instructions, we sprinkle these everywhere that there would be flies starting to matriculate. Ooh, here's a good target right here on these patties. Whoops. Oh no. Ah! These right here are alpaca poops, and a fun fact about alpacas is that they are naturally potty trained. They pee and poop in the same exact spot every day, which makes it really easy to know exactly where to put my little fly predators, but also to make sure I have a pile of carbon handy here. And as I just scoop all of this with my bare hands, and probably forget to wash them after this, let me tell you a fun little story about our favorite toddler whose parents are vegetarians, and every time they come over for dinner, she makes a beeline straight for what she thinks are these little black beans. And you'd think the first mouthful that she got without our intervention would have deterred her, and yet, like a moth to a flame, or a toddler to the alpaca poop. Oh my God, the alpacas are cushing right now. I don't want you to look too closely at them because the shears broke this year in the middle of trying to give them their summer poodle cuts, but we got the important parts, and that's what's important. The alpacas get a daily ration of chaff hay and zoo-approved alpaca food. The chaff hay helps stop them from choking on it. And the makers of chaff hay just came out with a new really sweet paste called Rejuvenate, which has seemed to really help in the event of my alpacas also trying to constantly invent new ways to die. Also, since our last morning chores video, I want everyone to know that Georgie Porgy here got a visit from the Dremel tool dentist, and now he no longer has the tooth that was such a big deal to so many of our viewers in the last video. Look at that, he has a normal, cute smile without the tooth anymore. You handsome boy. Usually at the mere crinkle of a feed sack, Howdy and Bella the donkeys are immediately there. And I actually had a perfect plan for how to deter them from stealing the alpaca's food today. But shockingly peaceful. I wonder what they're getting into. Let's go see what those little dummies are up to. I see that they have found their way under a high point on the fence to steal some of Ella's grass. Or what used to be some grass before this drought. You guys are supposed to be on a diet. The other day I walked around the corner and found out they'd eaten half the roof off of their own shed. So I'm sure that was delicious. And here it is, the handiwork, or should I say the mouthy work of Sweet, Howdy and Company. Call them for your roofing needs today. Due to the aforementioned haircut issue, I have to keep my alpacas cool somehow. And though I don't water my garden, I apparently do water my alpacas. Oh, my lands. Sorry, wrong way, wrong way. Okay, here we go. Oh my God, whoops, 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 whoops. Ah! All right, well, uh-oh, look out at him. Here we go. Enjoy. This is my friendly reminder to stay hydrated, folks. Redmond Relight helps the Nashville water taste a whole lot less disgusting. And as luck would have it, I'm leaning on Briggsy's cage. He is not, well, he's currently departed, but he's not dead. He's at my friend Rachel's house on his honeymoon. Who is ready to see some very fluffy, very, very cute baby Briggsy bunnies? I sure am. Woo! All right, last and most certainly least, let's get those chickens fed so we can get to work. Well, well, well. Oh my God! Hello, Goose Guardians of the Chicken Galaxy. And our one remaining duck, not to point fingers, but Farmer Adam, while I was out of town this summer, forgot to open and close the chicken coop, which resulted in a few losses. Ah! Release the quackins! A far less impressive herd than previous. Oh, but do take special notice of this little chickie that just hatched. You really only hatched one? You weren't concerned about replacing the numbers of the flock? I bet that thing's a rooster too. Chickens are so worthless. Got some spent milk and some feed for you. Enjoy. Sharing is caring, friends. Time to call our friends at McMurray because we're probably gonna need more than 2 eggs to feed our family for the rest of the year. Mercifully, Mother Goose has, for the most part, stopped attacking me every morning when I come in. After watching me do morning chores on Hell's front porch, if you want to see me doing them in -2-degree weather, check out this video. I'll see you there. Cheers! All right, you silly little gooses, I've got to go to work. See you never!